All right, loves. So the main important thing that we're starting with right now is the brows, okay? If the Lord has blessed you with beautiful brows, we all have beautiful brows. I just want to put it that way. But if he blessed you with a little more brow hair, then that makes your job that much easier. However, someone like me, I need to kind of finesse them. You know what I'm saying? So let's work on these brows. For this look, you don't want them to be too dark unless you have like full set of brow hair. You're good to go. But someone like me, usually if I do a full eye look, like eyeshadow and shimmer and liner and all that good stuff, I usually tend to make them just a bit darker so it balances out everything. But for this look, we're not going too dark. We're filling them in just right. All right? Using my Morphe B45 angled brush and the Morphe brow cream in the color Java, okay? The usual if you watch my videos. All right. And we're just gonna fill them in. I'm gonna probably speed this up because you probably already see me fill in my brows, but you get the gist. Just fill them on in. Where you see sparse areas, let's create that shape. Let's do it. And let me know in the comments down below if you want a brow tutorial, like just brows, because I'll do that for you, okay? Alright, y'all, so I finished up my brows. Now I'm just going to outline them with concealer. I usually go in with like more so of a concealer that is my skin tone or closest to it. This is the Juvias Place concealer in the color J16. I think I want to go with that one. I'm just taking a really fine, small eyeshadow brush. Literally just going to take what's on the stick here and start outlining. Right, and then we'll blend that out with my blendy brush. Don't ask me where I got it because I got it from one of these like little makeup shows. And I don't remember the brand, and this was a few years ago, but if you see any brushes like this, let me know. This is literally a lifesaver for blending. Brows look good. They are blended. Let's move on to these eyes, okay? Short and sweet. We're not doing eyeshadow because this is supposed to be a very simple, easy, effortless, you know, wing liner, bold lip look, right? So we're not going to worry about eyeshadow. My trick is, so I have oily lids, okay? PLouise Eye Base in the color Rumor number 2 is my go-to. You already know. I always put a primer down. Some people choose not to. If you don't have oily lids, then by all means skip this, okay? But I always still like to put down some type of primer on my lids because, girl, these lids are oily as I don't know what. And it don't matter if you put foundation, eyeshadow, whatever you put on it, it's going to crease up, okay? And we can't have that. So I always will put primer on if it's a simple look, if I'm not doing eyeshadow, or I am. Regardless, primer will save your life for oily lids, okay? So we just gonna pop this on right here. Disclaimer, if you do hear snoring, it's my bulldog, you know the deal. And if you don't know, now you know, okay? All right, so I put the primer on. Let's put it on the other eye. And this also just gives you a nice smooth finish too, you know. Your natural oils will always peek through, even though you don't have oily skin. And it will crease regardless, but with my oily skin gals, you know, this is the tip, trick, hack, whatever you want to call it, to keep the oils at bay, even with a simple eye look. Okay. All right. She's on. Now, you can do liquid foundation and blend it in with like your beauty blender or a brush, or you could do powder foundation. I like the powder foundation because it's super simple. You don't have to worry about the beauty sponge constantly like blending on your eyes. I don't have time for that. I like my job to be easy and simple when I gotta do something. So I'm going to take the Morphe M449 brush. She's really good with the powder foundations and liquid blushes, I would say. All right, make sure there's no creasing as we waited. I'm going to take my Fenty Beauty powder foundation, the color 330, and literally you just pick something that's closest to the foundation that you're going to do. I would do powder, but I'm kind of in a liquid mood, so I'm going to be going in with the Morphe Filter Effect foundation in the color Tan 19, okay? But yes, a good hack, a good trick, easy. You don't have to worry about blending but so much. Powder foundation on the lid only, okay? Alright, and see, it just creates that nice foundation on your lid as if you put some eyeshadow and you didn't. Okay? Less is best sometimes. You don't have to go in with an eyeshadow, you know, the crease eyeshadow, like nothing of that. Just pop on either liquid or powder, doesn't matter. Whatever you find easiest. This is easier. I just pop it on. Like, it's almost like acting like an eyeshadow, but it's foundation, so you know it'll last longer on your lid too. But it's powder in general, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so I did that. That looks good to me. Okay, what's next? So we did eyes. So let's do this liner. Get her out of the way. I go in with my NYX Epic Ink Liner in black. She is my trusty liquid liner. I don't trust nothing else. Unless you want to recommend something, I'm always willing to try. But whatever works, works, and I stick with it, and that's it, okay? So for liner, you can either go the simple route and just, because in the picture, if I'm going to pop it up somewhere or like the thumbnail, I actually didn't even line all the way in. I lined pretty much like halfway, like a little more than halfway, and then out. I don't really want to close down the eye. It's making it, you know, more extra than we don't want to, because again, this is simple, right? This is easy and simple. So let's just create that wing. My trick is make a line, diagonal, and then we're going to connect right at the tip. And that's literally what I did. Like, that's all I did. And then you fill it in. Done. Okay? Alright, so we did that. Now, this is all your choice. You can either go with lashes or without. I love some lashes. And this way, you can go for something va-va-voom, but I always like to keep it like va-va-voom natural-ish, as I say. you know, I guess fake lashes are not natural, but they can look natural with the makeup look you have going on. Okay, so I'm picking, I already took it apart, the Ardell Remy lashes in the style 782. Love these. These are perfect for when you're not really doing too much, like eyeshadow and whatnot. It's just like a nice, simple look like we're doing today. And yeah, it always like just gives it a step up of a look. I'm using my Tarteist Pro Lash Glue in the color Clear. We're gonna just line these lashes just like so. Wait for it to dry a little bit, and then we pop them right on, okay? All right, she's on. Okay, just see how it just like steps it up, makes it look like you really tried, and we ain't even do like a lot of eyeshadow or nothing like that. Just simply created a base and a wing liner, and then with lashes it really looks like you spent hours on your eyes and you didn't. Okay, all right, y'all, lashes are on. It just really took it, like I said, a step up, and I love it. Okay, so we put that aside. Next is this beautiful face. All right, so when creating that simple look, we still want to put just a little more effort into the skin. We don't want to look, how do I say, too basic, but we want to look like we want to make sure it's still pretty simple, effortless, but with a little bit of pizzazz. Okay, and I'm gonna show you how we do that. I'm just gonna say the skin, warming up the skin, and that blush, honey. Like when you're not working with a lot up here, but it's looking good though. You want to pick up on other things on the face, like this. Okay, and get the going. I actually had to pick up a lighter color, you know, because winter, hibernation, losing the tan, but we're gonna get her back. Okay, all right, gonna go in with my I think this is a Real Techniques beauty sponge, beauty blender, and we're just going to go in like that. I like a liquid versus a powder because it's more like skin-like, almost like when you put lotion on and or an oil and you're like, skin is glistening and glowing and it looks moisturized and refreshed. Yeah, that's me in liquid foundation. Okay. Alright, y'all, let's cover up these dark circles. I believe I want to go in with the Morphe 235 concealer. I know they came out with the filter effect concealer as well, but your girl does not believe in wasting, so I need to use every nook and cranny of what I already have before I go and get new. Okay. And then to set the under eye and the whole face, I'm going in with the Urban Decay All Nighter Loose Setting Powder. She is so magnificent, smooth, and yeah, lasts for a long time. Especially good for oily skin. Okay. Press that Urban Decay All Nighter Loose Setting Powder into the skin. Alright, so now we're going in to warm up this face. She's looking pretty neutral. We're going to warm her up and prep her for the blush and highlight. I'm going in with my Morphe Glamabronze bronzer in the color Big Shot. And I'm just taking an AOA Studio F14 angled brush, just like so. And just follow the contours of your cheeks. You can go like this. Or like that, and you can kind of see where your cheekbone kind of pokes out. That's where you want to put her, and you want to go a little bit above and not necessarily in there, because we want to have like a nice, you know, high cheekbone type of effect without, you know, any craziness, except just powder. Alright, and this is just warming up the face, bronzing, you know, and then I just take what's left on it and just do a little on the sides of my nose, like a natural, you know, kind of contouring. This doesn't have to be, but so perfect. You're just warming up the facial area, the nose, okay? Instantly makes it look a little smaller, if that's what you're going for. All right, now for the fun part, some blush. What I like about the Rare Beauty blushes, liquid blushes, is that you can do it on liquid or you can do it already on top of powder. It does not disrupt the powder, and that I love. We're going in with the color Happy. Happy, okay? And a little goes a long way. I actually wipe a little bit off in the tube so that's not too much, and I just do 2 little boops like that. Just like that, and then we get the blend in. You can blend with your beauty blender or a brush. I like to use the other part of my beauty blender, the flatter part, and just blend that away into the face, onto the cheeks. Okay, and see a nice pop of a nice wash, a pop of color will really just wake that face up, making it look like, wow, she really just did the most with her face, but we really didn't, you know? And then now for the highlight. Pick a highlight you want of your choice around what you are working with. I'm picking more so of like a nice neutral one. This is the Artist Couture-Illuminati Diamond Glow Powder. It's in the color Illuminati, sorry. And I'm just going to take my highlight brush. This is the Morphe 532 brush. And she looks like this. A little bit like of a champagne-y gold. With a, yeah, champagne-y gold. But a lot of gold in there, I like it. Because we're not trying to look washed out here. Oh, yes, yes, do you see it? Do you see her? Okay. I love highlight, so putting a little extra. Since the eye is simple, you can go under the brow bone just a little. Ooh, she's glowy. Okay, and then in the inner corners of the eye. Let me spray my face. I'm going to spray it with the Milk Hydro Grip Grip Set and Refresh Spray. We shake her up because there's always that nice settlement at the top. Give her a spray. This will bring the skin back to life because we used, you know, some powders. Don't squint. Just be very subtle with your face. Try not to laugh. Alright, let's pop on some mascara or mascara. I always like to call her mascara. I'm using my trusty L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black Mascara or mascara. time for that pop of color, okay? I'm gonna go in with the Too Faced Lady Balls liquid lipstick. Love the name. And I'm going to line my lips with the Morphe Mina lip liner. A little deeper than a red. I kind of like that contrast when you do your bold lip. All right, let's do it. Alright, y'all, and there you have it, this nice bold lip. Okay, again, I used the Lady Balls liquid lipstick by Too Faced, and then the Morphe, what was it, Mina lip liner, alright, to achieve this nice bold lip color. I love it, and I love the simplicity of the look, and then paired with a bold lip, boom, like it just really looks like you tried, okay, like, yes, alright. Alright, so let me know in the comments what you think down below. This was the highly requested look. I had asked y'all on a poll on my Instagram and my stories, and y'all just showed out, okay? So I wanted to come through and do it for you, and I'm glad I did. I love this look. Look, if I ain't got time, or if I gotta be somewhere, and again, I don't have time, this is what I'm doing. I'm either doing a red lip, pink lip, purple, you know, or nude, okay? Just depending on how things is flowing and going. Do you, okay? Alright, so of course you already know, don't forget to like this video. It lets me know that you like videos such like this. And yes, of course, subscribe. Let's do this. Let's be friends. Let's connect. You tell me, I tell you, okay? And then don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss a thing, alright? Thank you so much for watching today, and until next time, you already know I love y'all. Bye.